Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me on the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel today. Today I'm using the Fox Valentine Box Die Set. It has the dies to make the box and then this pop-up feature as well as this cute fox. And so if you flip the package around on the back, you can see the finished product and also the different pieces that come in the die set. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out all of my paper. So the first portion I'm going to put together is the actual box. And so when you die cut this out, it creates these score lines, which make it super easy to just go ahead and take your hands and fold over the paper where all of those score lines are. And so I wanted to mention that the box has an opening, of course, so that you could put things in it. And for that portion, you do not want to put adhesive on. So the portion that's going to open is this rounded portion. All the others are kind of angled. So you're going to know when you look at it that you don't want to put the adhesive on that rounded portion and only put it on kind of those angled areas. And so this is how the box goes together. I've gone ahead and added adhesive to all of the portions that I need to adhere together. And so I've used double-sided adhesive, and then I'm going to go in also with some liquid adhesive just for added security. And so I'm going to do those two little squared off flaps first. So we're not doing the rounded flaps, which is where the box opens, but we are using the squared off flaps, and those are just going to hook right into the side piece. I don't know how else to say that. And so I just add the adhesive and then hold it with my fingers for a couple seconds, and it is adhered. And then for the next portion, I'm going to take the double-sided adhesive strips, the backing pieces off of the two of the angled sides, and I will also add some adhesive to those pieces. And then basically you're going to take the piece that's sticking up, the square piece, and kind of push in the sides and then push that open flap or the square flap right on top of those side panel pieces. And I've kind of went around with my fingers and then just held my hand on it for about 30 seconds or so, and then the little flap will fit inside the box. But I love that you can use the pattern paper and have the inside of the box look different than the outside. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but there is a pattern very light on the outside of that box. And then the second part we're going to put together is the heart portion. Now this is the part that's going to open up. And what I love about this die set and all of the die sets that Pixie Dust Design has is that they're so thoughtfully made, and you can make so many different types of projects just using either the entire die set or just bits and pieces from the die set. So you really do get your money's worth with these. And I always like to mention that because as a consumer, I love when I can use something over and over in different ways. And everything that I've worked with Pixie Dust Designs has been that way. So I'm going to show you a few different ways you can use this die, but there are definitely lots more. So right now I am adding, since I didn't use double-sided paper for this, I am using kind of those teardrop or raindrop looking dies to add the pattern paper on the other side. You don't necessarily really see this too much, but I like to finish it off. You can also use the teardrop dies and add different pattern paper to the open portion or the portion right here. But I really like this pattern paper. I didn't want to cover it up, so I did not add those dies there. And again, there are score lines where you know exactly where to fold. So I'm going to fold along the heart in the middle, and I'm going to fold along those two sides. And this is basically going to be the part that kind of pops open and that you're going to create the little fox body, I guess you could say. But it definitely does not have to be used that way. If you experiment a little bit and kind of move the pieces around in different ways, you can find different ways to use it that don't necessarily involve using the fox. And then for the portion of this paper that's going to set against the box. There is a square die that has stitching and one that doesn't have stitching, so you can use either of those or none at all. I'm going to go ahead and add this. I don't add a sentiment right now, and if I do add a sentiment, I'm going to have to use a die cut because I've already added it to the box. But if you're going to add a sentiment to it, I would add it before you actually attach that piece to the box that we made. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside and work on this cute little fox die. Again, just super thoughtfully designed. I am using the same pattern paper that is actually on the inside of that box to create the kind of the ear portion and the face of the fox. And hopefully you can see the fox has these little indents where you can tell exactly where to put the eyes, where to put the nose, and it's the same for the other pieces for when you're putting the eye pieces together. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the little nose, and then I've got a circle here, and that's going to be the white of the eye. And then the black piece is going to be the center of the eye. So I'm going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive and place that onto the white portion. And then there are some cute little eyelashes. And so those pieces, the eye pieces, are going to go right on top of the eyelash piece. And I just think it gives the face of the fox so much character with the cute little eyelashes and the details in the eyes with the you know, the little dots that make it look like a reflection. So just super cute. And so I went ahead and I added the two eyes, and then what's left is the feet and the hands. And so for the feet, you've got a solid die and a kind of a more detailed die. So you can use these however you want. You can do different patterns, or you can use the, you know, the negative portion of the feet to put different patterns in, like the little paw pieces. And the main pad of the paw has, it looks like it's shaped in a heart, so you can even do some different colors for that portion. But I went ahead and I kept it pretty simple. These are the little hands. And so I went ahead and I glued the feet together, and then I'm going to start adding those to the box. So I use the back of the packaging for reference on kind of where to place these. So you just want it to look like the arms are kind of coming around the heart, or the hands are coming around the heart, and then you've got the feet at the bottom. So I just went ahead and pushed that heart flat so that I could add the feet. And then for the hands, I just added them kind of at the beginning curve of the heart. And then we're going to grab the box, and if you are using the fox head on the box, it is best to put that in a place that is opposite of the opening of the box. So do not put the head of the fox right where the opening of the box is, and that is because you're going to have to use some foam to raise up the fox's head away from the box a little bit. And if you put it right by the opening flap for the box, then it might give you a little bit of trouble opening the box. It'll just be in the way. It's a lot easier to place it opposite. And so then I just added a few pieces of foam to pop that away a little bit, and then this is basically how you're going to open it. It just kind of pops open. You can have a sentiment there, some other thing on the inside, and then you just slightly lift up the fox head to put the heart right back under. I just think this is so super cute. And then there is the inside of the box. This box is about, I want to say, 1/2 inch wide, and it's about 3 by 3, so you can fit something about the size of maybe a fruit snack, a little baggie would fit in there really nicely, or some little candies like maybe Tootsie Rolls. But the other projects that I made are just a plain box. It's a great way to use pattern paper, dress it up with a bow and maybe a little tag. But I think these would make, with the fox or without the fox, I think with the fox, they would be great, like baby shower favors to put little things in there. And then just the box itself can be tied up with a ribbon and maybe a little tag and used for like wedding favors or something like that. This little project that I made could be a present topper, or you could hang it, or you can attach it to something. But I went ahead and I took the two kind of teardrop shaped dies and cut those out with pattern paper, and then just scored it down the middle and folded it and adhered it to this scalloped a die cut. But that is it for me. I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please go ahead and give a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel for lots of inspiration. And check out the description below if you're interested in the products I used today. But that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today, and I hope to catch you next time.